Hey guys, Joe Saint here, coming at you at the start of week number 6, workout number 1. I looked at the schedule for running tonight, and it's a total of 34 minutes, but it's broken up into 3 separate jogging periods. Uh, this kind of makes me question the whole point of jogging 20 minutes last week and then breaking it up into shorter jogging periods this week. But I'm trying not to question it. I'm just going to stick with it, go with the program, do what they say to do, because it works. It really does work. Honestly, I can say that at the beginning of this thing 5 weeks ago, that I never really thought I could ever jog 20 minutes nonstop in my life. Just one of the things that I never thought I could do. But last Friday, I don't know, last Saturday, I did it. I mean, it was a real mental battle. It was more mind over matter than it was physical, because I never really physically got tired, but I did get bored, and I was battling mental fatigue because I really wanted to stop. But just knowing that you guys were out there counting on me to finish, to keep going, it was a real big boost. It kept me going. So like I said, week 6, workout number 1. I wrote it down this time so I can get it right. It's a brisk 5-minute walk to start with. You run for 5 minutes. You walk for 3 minutes, run for 8 minutes, walk for 3, run for 5. Then you have a cool down period. So it's a total of 34 minutes today. There's a total of 18 minutes of jogging time. So literally, it should be a piece of cake. I mean, I should breeze through this with no effort whatsoever, because after running 20 minutes, 8 minutes is, I'm telling myself mentally that 8 minutes is, I can do 8 minutes on my head now. So 8 minutes is not any type of challenge anymore. It shouldn't be. So this week is going to get progressively harder. There is going to be a longer run on Friday, I believe. I believe the run on Friday is about 25 minutes instead of 20 minutes. But we'll let that take care of itself on Friday. I'm just going to take care of today for today and let the rest of it do its own thing. So my energy levels are pretty sucky today. They're pretty low. I did take half a caffeine pill. I did take my multivitamin about 30 minutes ago. I'm loading up on Crystal Light. But this workout should be a breeze in comparison to last week. Temperature is about 74 degrees. Humidity is a low 40%. It's cloudy and overcast. Let's see what's coming up for the week. Date night is tomorrow night. It's going to be a pretty simple, laid-back date night. I'm going to go stop by Buffalo Wild Wings and pick up some boneless chicken wings, I guess is what she suggested we have tomorrow night, with onion rings. My diet is pretty much back on track now. I'm back on to pork loin or pork roast and lentils. Today was pretty successful. I ate half a grapefruit in the morning, had 2 or 3 ounces of Raisin Bran cereal later on about 10 o'clock this morning, then had my pork roast and lentils for lunch, and yeah, everything's on track. I've been just kind of nibbling on the rest of that for the day. And my weight is up a bit. It's going to be up there someplace. I've kind of forgotten what it was this morning, but I think it was up from 208 to 209 point something. No big deal, but because that's normal for me for the weekend. After eating out on Saturday night and then eating at my parents' house on Sunday, it's not unexpected to be up a little bit. So that should drop pretty quickly back down to the 207, 208 range by tomorrow or Wednesday. If not, I will make the appropriate adjustments and get it back down there. Yeah, that's about it for now. There's more to come in the post-run interview, so let me get out there and take care of it. I will see you in a couple of seconds. That's it. Week 6, workout number 1. It's in the books. Yeah. You can see I'm a little bit out of breath, but not anywhere near I was on Saturday. Everything's getting back under control right now, but breathing is getting easier after just 4 or 5 breaths. Yeah, so let me shut this off and do my 5-minute cool down. Okay, guys, that's it. Week 6, workout number 1. I thought it was going to be easier than it was. I guess I just wasn't mentally prepared or overconfident, but it was a little bit more of a struggle than I really thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to just breeze right through it, but I had a couple of minor mental snags. As soon as I stepped out onto the asphalt and started doing my warm-up, I started feeling my knee popping. My left knee was popping about once every minute, or twice every minute. So it was kind of worrying me that, because it wasn't really hurting, but it really felt weird. And my left foot, I must still be recovering a bit from Saturday's 20-minute jog, because my left foot was paining me just a little bit, just a little nagging sensation. But from my pre-op days of being completely debilitated with foot pain for days and days at a time, every time I get any kind of little foot pain or knee pain, it triggers that old memory and worries me. So yeah, but I made it through the whole workout. My knee didn't pop at all while I was jogging. It did pop a couple times during the walking phases between the jogs. But since these were shorter jogs, I really concentrated on my form. Tried to concentrate on making sure my breaths were deep as possible and even and under control. Tried to make sure my posture was correct. My back was straight the whole time. I have a bad habit of looking down at the ground, and I was trying to enforce the habit of looking forward or looking up a little bit to keep my back straight and my back up. It's kind of weird. My energy levels are pretty low during the daytime, but I actually gain energy after jogging. It takes about an hour, but after that hour of recovery, I'll actually start feeling better without having to take any vitamins or caffeine. Just drinking my Crystal Light, rehydrating, and maybe that hour that I'm talking about, I don't eat anything, because usually I'm on my way home from my workplace, so don't eat anything. So I'm not sure why I tend to gain a little bit of energy, and my sleeping is a whole lot better. I'm trying to get myself out of the habit of taking any type of sleep aids. For years now, I've been taking either like NyQuil to go to sleep or melatonin tablets. I've been taking about 3 milligrams of melatonin for over a year, and that seems to knock me out pretty good. Or I'll just take some type of other generic sleep aid. So I'm trying to get out of the habit and get completely off those. Last night was my first night. Sunday night was my first night to go completely without any sleep aids. So I'm going to see if I can't wean myself off those things, because I really don't like having to rely on anything like that. I don't like relying on caffeine either, but I'll get off that a different day. One step at a time, small steps. I know that if I take on too many challenges at the same time, I'll get burned out, or something will happen and I'll just drop everything. But just like with the jogging, I took that project on, decided I would do whatever I could possibly do to make sure that I did the jogging every day it was scheduled. If not, plan around it. But I didn't plan a whole lot of other things in my life that might possibly get in the way. So yeah, I wish I had more to go on than that, but just try to remove any obstacles. Make things as simple as possible, as easy as possible to reach your goals. I keep harping on the fact that, number one, I don't go to a special place to jog. I jog when I get off work in my workplace in the parking lot, where it's enclosed, it's safe. Don't have to worry about traffic. Don't have to worry about any other people asking me questions of what I'm doing, getting in the way. Just any type of distractions. I wear my work clothes. I wear my blue jeans and my work shoes. And if I had to change clothing, then I know that might possibly cause a problem where I could excuse myself for not working out that night. So yeah. And my last little story for tonight is all about taking advantage of any opportunities that come your way and being able to see the opportunities, because opportunities don't always come in the form that you would expect them to be in, or the form that you desire them to come in. So this is a story about a preacher and a flood, and the flood waters were rising at this preacher's house. And at first the flood waters were just at the front door. Then the flood waters came into the house, and he went to the second floor, and flood waters came up to the top of the stairs and started coming into the second floor. So he climbed out the window and made his way onto the roof, and he sat there on the roof and he watched the flood waters rising and rising and rising. And the flood waters were almost to the roof line, and Boat comes by, and one of his friends who knows him from church says, "Come on, preacher, get in the boat, get in the boat. We'll take you to safety." And the preacher goes, "No, no, no. I believe in the Lord. The Lord will take care of me. The Lord has always been good to me. He'll take care of me in this flood time." The guy goes, "Okay, we got to go. We got to rescue some other people. If you don't get in the boat now, we got to go." He goes, "Don't worry, the Lord will take care of me." And the boat took off, and a few minutes later, the water line started getting above the roof line. Started to get about a quarter way up the roof. Water was rising fast. Another boat come by, and they recognize the preacher on the roof. And, "Preacher, get in the boat. Get in the boat. We'll take you to safety." Preacher goes, "No, Lord is going to take care of me. I don't need your boat. Lord will take care of me. He's always taking care of me." And they begged and pleaded with the preacher to get in the boat, and he wouldn't get in the boat. So finally, they had to go to safety and rescue as many people as they could. And the preacher's finally up on the peak of the roof. He's straddling the roof, and the water is coming up to his shoes. It's just a few inches away from his shoes on the peak of the roof. And a helicopter comes hovering over him. They see the preacher on the roof. They're looking for survivors. And the megaphone is blasting, "Preacher, preacher, grab the rope. Tie yourself off. Put yourself in the harness. We'll fly you to safety." And the preacher looks up, "No, no. Lord's going to take care of me. God's always been good to me. He's going to take care of me." And finally, the helicopter's running low on fuel, and they have to go away too. The preacher's sitting there, and water level's rising higher and higher, and finally, water level gets so high, the preacher drowns. And the preacher goes to Heaven's Gate and sees St. Peter at the gate, and St. Peter lets him in, and first thing he does, he runs to God. He goes, "God, I don't believe it, God." He said, "You've always taken good care of me. Why did you let me drown?" He goes, "What do you mean let you drown? I sent you 2 rowboats and a helicopter." So the moral is just try to look for opportunity when it comes your way. It may not be in the form you're looking for, but try to take advantage of it. So that's about it for now. Workout number 1, week number 6 is in the books. I really can't believe that it's going to be literally 3 short weeks, and I'll be running 3+ miles a day, at least 3 miles for a workout. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. So this is Joe Saint signing off from VSG Land. Keep pimping that sleeve.